Hello, this is Larry Tentarelli. I'm a full-time trader and the editor and publisher of the Blue Chip Daily Trend Report. With a brief educational video, we're going to take a look at an open position that I've got in AMD, and I'm going to walk you through the entry signal and how I've managed it and what I did to get into the position. So we'll start with we'll go back to the entry date. So July 22nd, so this was last Wednesday. So I've been watching AMD for quite a few months, and we'll take a look at the chart. And AMD, and this is something that I spoke about repeatedly on my website. So AMD failed between $58 and $59, one, two, three, four times, and then a couple times at 56. So the key thing that I shared with my website members is I wanted to see a breakout over 60, and I thought that if it could get over 60, that it could have a pretty strong move to the upside. So we'll go back to last Wednesday, July 22nd. So AMD started to pick up early in the morning, and I posted, this was at $59 and change. So I was watching AMD, and I wanted to see a breakout over 60, and then a few minutes later, it broke out over 60. So what I did, I had an open position in applied materials that was up about 12 or 13%. So what I did was I closed out the applied materials position because I've already got NVIDIA, and I didn't want to have too many open semiconductor positions in the account, especially going into earnings. But in either case, I closed out applied materials, rolled the position into AMD. I set my stop, which we'll go through in just a minute. So we'll take a look at the chart. So AMD is a core name that I've traded repeatedly over the past 13 years or so, and it's a name that I keep an eye on constantly. So I was looking for a move over 60. So here it finally broke out over 60, and it had some velocity. It was moving pretty quickly. So as soon as it broke out over 60, I closed out the applied materials position, took the position in AMD, and then it closed up a little bit on the day, backed off the next day. There was some volatility in the market. But what I did was I set my stop. So I run an intermediate to longer term trend following program. So I'm looking for big 50% plus, 100% plus winners. We've got a few that are in the account right now that are up 40, 50% just recently. So what I'm looking for is I run slightly wider stops, especially when the volatility is high, but that's done to accommodate the longer term time frame that I've got. So I took the position just over 60. The stop was just a little bit under 52, which is underneath the 100-day moving average here. But it started to work right away, backed off a little bit the next day, and then that night after hours, Intel came out with some bad news. So what happened was the stock ran up on Friday. So I didn't close anything out. And then what I did this morning, because AMD's got earnings tomorrow after the close. So what I did was I dialed back a piece of the position right after the open. So just over 71 and change, I booked some gains in the position. So at that point, that was up 18%. And I'm holding the rest of the position. I've got my original stop. You never know what to expect from AMD, and you never know what to expect in earnings. So I do hold my longer term trend following positions into earnings. If I can scale some gains on the way up at times, I will, to reduce the volatility. So in this case, with the stock up 18% in 4 days, I dialed some back, but the entry signal was pretty simple. So I had watched it fail at under $60 over the past couple months or so. And I knew that if I saw the move over 60, that I wasn't going to hesitate. I was just going to take the trade. So I closed out applied materials, rolled the money into AMD. It started off pretty strong. So we'll see what happens from there, but it was a pretty simple process. I just followed the breakout, set the stop. But the key thing, and this is important, and this is something that I talk about online consistently. So I'm a signal-based trader. So when I get a signal, I'm not going to sit there and look at the news or see what Morningstar thinks about AMD, or check on Bloomberg and see what their opinion is. When I get the signal, I'm going to take the signal, size up my risk. I'm going to set the stop, and I'm going to let the trade go to work. Now, some work and some don't. But if we I keep the losses narrow, and I let the winners run. So that's just a brief walk through the process. If you want to see some more of the trades, my website is Blue Chip Daily Trend Report. It's bluechipdaily.com. If you go onto the 2020 Best Trade Alerts page, it will walk you over here, and you can see some of my open position screenshots. So Square is up 75% right now that I'm holding. I'm holding Amazon up 55%. And then some of the other names that I'm not holding, because I can't buy everything, but I do share best technical ideas with website subscribers every day. So Freeport is up 37% since it went on our best ideas list. We were ahead of this move in silver and gold miners. So you can get more information there. A brief disclaimer, which says everything in the video is for informational purposes only. And then if you want more details about the benefits of the website, if you go to the Join Now tab, it will walk you through the daily member benefits, weekly member benefits. We've got a premium Twitter feed that I share ideas in real time. So I appreciate everyone's time, and I hope to see you on the website soon. Thank you.